Nebraska Governor Jim Pillen pinpoints certain areas that he does not want changed as the unicameral convenes for a special session aimed to reduce property tax. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. And our top story, ahead of this week's special legislative session aimed at addressing the desire for more property tax relief, Governor Jim Pillen issued a statement of principles Monday as to how he will approach the debate on reforming Nebraska sales tax exemptions, which he calls imbalanced. Among those principles are no sales taxes on food, medications for human use, goods and services from nonprofits, or agricultural inputs and materials used in manufacturing to create certain products sold to end users. Other prohibitions would include taxes on services or items exempt in surrounding states or in all other states across the country. With release of the statement, Pillen said he thinks the principles will help provide clarity and structure to what needs to be considered with a long list of exemptions that are in play. Well, a man accused of slashing numerous tires along Avenue A in Scottsbluff is behind bars and facing a litany of charges. 50-year-old Robert Scott is facing felony charges, including felon in possession of a firearm, use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony, and terroristic threats. Officers were dispatched to the scene shortly after 1 a.m. and were told that Scott was stabbing tires with a knife, assaulted a 17-year-old who confronted him, and threatened to stab another resident. Scott had retreated to his home on Avenue E and later threatened to shoot officers when they arrived. He ultimately exited the home unarmed and was taken into custody. He was arraigned on the charges Monday afternoon in district court. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least one float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
Welcome back. Attorney General Mike Hilgers is leading an 11-state coalition opposing a proposal to reschedule marijuana from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 on the Federal Controlled Substances Act. He says moving marijuana to Schedule 3 would be a significant step towards fully legalizing marijuana at the federal level and represents a significant tax break for marijuana retailers. Nebraska's 40-page comment letter outlines several reasons why the rescheduling of marijuana is both unlawful and ill-advised. In the letter, he noted that marijuana is addictive, has many harmful health effects, and increases the number and severity of motor vehicle accidents. Well, state lottery officials say one player who bought a Lucky for Life ticket for the Sunday drawing has won $25,000 a year for the rest of their life. The Nebraska Lottery has confirmed that one ticket sold at the Oasis Travel Center in North Platte and matched all 5 of the white ball numbers, which were 2, 5, 20, 36, 39, but missed the lucky ball 07. Winning Nebraska lottery tickets expire 180 days after the drawing, and prizes of $20,000 or more must be claimed in person at the lottery headquarters in Lincoln.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
Santa in the pool? Oh my! Renewal by Anderson's incredible Christmas in July 2024 event is so great that even Santa is shocked. 20% off, no money down, no interest, no payments for 18 months. No payments until 2026. Windows, patio, and entry doors from Renewal by Anderson. And Renewal's Acclaim and Ensemble lines are the best of the best. Imagine no payments until 26. Please visit rbawyoming.com now. It's Christmas in July at Renewal by Anderson. It's so good even Santa is shocked.
Pet waste and water don't mix. Animal waste decomposes in water, releasing nutrients, which deplete the oxygen fish and other life need to survive and encourage harmful algae growth. Animal waste also has disease-carrying bacteria, making contaminated water unusable. It's easy to prevent pet waste pollution. Simply pick up your pet's waste and dispose of it in a trash can, and avoid letting your pets defecate within 200 feet of our community's waterways. Tri-City Stormwater reminds you it's our water, our responsibility.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the Scottsbluff Body and Paint Ag Desk. Scottsbluff Body and Paint, you're driving home our reputation.
Looking back to last week, you might remember we were in the Minden, Nebraska area where hail had completely destroyed thousands of acres of crops. The damage this year has not just been limited to one area. Many producers across the state being impacted by both hail and flooding. Bill Dodd recently caught up with a pair of extension educators to get some of their advice on how producers should be responding.
Throughout the summer months, rain and hail have been a big hurdle for many Nebraska crop producers to clear. If your operation has been impacted by recent storms, there are several things to pay attention to as you work with your insurance adjusters.
The first thing is just basically to go out and assess those fields. Know that crop insurance is probably going to wait about 7 to 10 days. And the reason for that is just to see if any new regrowth occurs. For soybeans, whether they're reduced to sticks or whether there's any growth still there, it just gives them a better indication about if there could be any recovery. For corn, we're looking at also how bacteria sets into that stalk. So it may change the way that that stalk is able to continue to stand. If we get additional wind in between that time of when the hailstorm happened and when that assessment takes place, there may be other plants that fall over or break over. If it was prior to tassel, it allows that adjuster to look at, first of all, if it was broke off above the ear, looking at how the ear then is developing and if there's potential for it to pollinate. If it was broke off below the ear, that's an easy call because there's no recovering from that. If it was broke off towards the top of the plant and it was just more stripping, then you watch how the tassels come out and are they going to produce pollen.
Hail is usually associated with heavy rains. However, heavy rains without hail can also lead to another set of problems altogether.
The hard thing with this time of year is we're in a waiting game. You're waiting to see how long it's going to take for those flood and ponded areas to recede, how long it's going to take. One big component is for documentation. If you're able to take pictures that are able to have time dates of when the flooding occurred, how big of an area, drone images are a great asset to have to be able to get a better idea of total area. And then, of course, reach out to your crop insurance adjuster. Make sure you take a look at your crop insurance to see if your insurance covers flooding loss or if it's more drought related or hail event type related losses that are associated with your crop insurance. So those are some big things to keep in mind. Also, if you're able to get those pictures, then be able to overlay those on top of your yield monitor maps will be very beneficial as we get into September and October.
Whether you're dealing with flooding or hail damage on your operation, these kind of stressors can take a big psychological toll on people. Dealing with losses like this can be difficult, but there are resources available to help you navigate these difficult times.
One is called Hail No, and on that website, producers and ag industry professionals will see recordings that talk about how does crop insurance go out and do their adjustments, what are some things they're looking for so that the producer can understand as well. It also goes through options for forages, things like that. We also have a number of resources on CropWatch that talk about the stress and the mental wellness aspect of this, because it truly is hard. It's a loss to see the crops destroyed, especially when they're totaled, and then you see it the rest of the season. So just acknowledge that there is that loss, and it is important to be talking to other people, and there are those resources on the front page of CropWatch.
Unfortunately, when the skies clear and the waters recede, you will be in a bit of a waiting game. However, while you're waiting, be sure to keep thorough records and keep in communication with your insurance adjusters. Reporting for Market Journal, I'm Bill Dodd.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gehring. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, members of the Next Young Professionals Group on Monday presented a check for $11,000 to representatives of Life Change Connections. The money represented proceeds from their most recent Best of the West Beer and Wine Fest. Former President Taylor Eckman told reporters that the members of the group were very pleased with the support from the community.
The event went off really well. We had really good attendance and we were able to get a lot of sponsorships from local businesses to help be able to donate this amount of money to Life Change Connection.
Neil Blumenkamp told reporters that Life Change Connection is able to use the money to make life a little bit easier for those fighting diabetes.
Even though we have insurance and all of those types of things, out-of-pocket expenses can be $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. So that's where a lot of these funds go for diabetic supplies, glasses, and like I said, camps, which is great for kids because they get to be around a lot of people that go through the same day-to-day routines.
Blumenkamp explained the funds go a long way for helping those fighting diabetes with out-of-pocket expenses and sponsoring kids to attend related camps supporting those fighting the disease. He says while insurance may cover some treatment expenses, the money does add up and Life Change Connections is there in the background to help out. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.